Hi, 5th and 6th graders. It's Miss Phillips. Happy Wednesday. Today is going to be your first official assignment that you'll have to turn in. So yesterday you messaged me, which was great. Most of you did that. Today you're going to have an assignment that you'll have to copy into either your Office 365 account or Google Docs and edit it. That'll be how you change the document and then submit it to me, okay? So what we're going to do is look at context clues and how to use context clues to figure out the meaning of words you don't know. Even for me, when I read Esperanza Rising, there are words in this text that are very rich. There's a rich vocabulary, and the author goes above and beyond and adds a lot of difficult words to her writing, which is great. So let me show you the assignment. So part 1 here. Please read the sentence and examine the underlined word. Notice the way the underlined word is used in the sentence, then explain your best definition for each word based on the context clues. So that'll be your assignment. I have the first one here, skeins. So you'll have to look at the sentence that I give you and give your best definition. There's going to be 3 of those. Now let me stop here for a second and let me give you the 5 ways we use context clues, okay? So there are 5 types of context clues. The first one is a definition or explanation in the clue. So sometimes you'll have a sentence that has the word or phrase's meaning explained immediately. So in this one, haberdashery, which is a store that sells men's clothing, is becoming more common today. So sometimes when you're reading, you'll see that punctuation, so a comma, an explanation, and then another comma. I think on our assignment today, I don't have any of those, but that's one of the context clues you'll see. Number 2 is a restatement or synonym clues. So sometimes a hard word or phrase may be said in a simple way. So here's our example. Lou was sent to the haberdashery to find a new suit. He needed to wear one for his uncle's wedding. So because the sentence says that Lou would find a suit at the haberdashery, then it must be a place where clothing for men are sold. All right, number 3 is contrast or antonym clues. So that first one, synonym, or the number 2 had synonym in it, which synonym means the same, but this antonym is going to mean the opposite. So sometimes a word or phrase is clarified by the presentation of the opposite meaning somewhere close to its use. Look for signal words when applying context clues. So our example here. Lou wanted to go to the haberdashery, but Anne wanted to shop at the boutique. The signal word but tells the reader that an opposite thought is going to be stated. So because Lou was a man, he would have to go to a store for men, while Anne wanted to shop at a boutique because Anne's a woman. So you'll use those antonym clues to figure out the meaning. So sometimes it'll give you the opposite of the word you're trying to figure out. So there's going to be 2 more here. So inference, general context clues. So sometimes a word or phrase is not immediately clarified within the same sentence. Relationships, which are not directly apparent, are inferred or implied. The reader must look for clues within, before, and after the sentence in which the word is used. So the haberdashery was Lou's favorite place. He loved shopping for nice suits. The people who worked there were so kind and helpful. So in this one, this is a lot of your context clues are going to be inferencing. So trying to figure out, just looking at the sentence. So we know that Lou loves shopping for nice suits. Well, I guess he would shop for nice suits at a store for men. That would make sense to me. So you kind of have to use a little bit more of your brain when using inferencing. So that would be how you would find something, a definition of a word like this sentence. So finally, we have punctuation. So readers can also use clues of punctuation and type style to infer meaning, such as quotation marks, showing the word has a specific meaning, dashes, parentheses, or brackets. Italics will also be used sometimes to show a defined word, and italics are just those little when a word is like this word right here, haberdashery, that would be italicized where it's slanted. So sometimes authors will do that so you know it's a word that's about to be defined. So let's look at this example. Tom's father was a haberdasher or men's shopkeeper. So we know that a haberdasher, this is the definition since it's italicized. Here's another version of this. So Tom's father was a haberdasher, men's shopkeeper in the story. So this also has that punctuation there. So sometimes authors will give you that nice little clue by using the punctuation. Okay, so that worksheet, those 5 context clues and the types of context clues, I will include on today's post to kind of give you some guidance into finding and using context clues. Now, the second part of this assignment is going to be looking at phrases that are used in Esperanza Rising. So let's look. Part 2. Now examine these sayings from the book. What do you think each saying means based on the sentence and context from the book? So this first one, like a lifetime ago. Now we know a lifetime's a really long time. So if I look at the sentence, she lifted the crocheting that Abuelita had started the night Papa died. It seemed like a lifetime ago. Well, we know it wasn't actually a lifetime. So we're gonna have to figure out what is the meaning of that. The next one is hugged the earth. So you guys are gonna have to explain the meaning right here, what you think this could possibly mean. So once you copy and paste that into your own document, I will put a place for you to upload it onto Schoology, and that'll be just where you turn in those first 3 questions and then the 2 questions in part 2. If you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me or Miss Callahan and we'll help you out. All right, have fun using context clues.